Where are the damages for Americans?
Exactly.
I don't know how much time I have here, but I mean, for the love of God, where are the damages for Americans? Where do I even begin?
Today, we're diving into a topic that hits hard for every hardworking American who loves this nation: the cost of illegal immigration. And Stephen Miller, Deputy White House Chief of Staff, crushes the lies, crushes the narrative, and just laid out a powerful case for why we, the American people, deserve reparations for the damage caused by open borders. Mass immigration and open borders have torn at the fabric of our country. Stephen Miller didn't hold back in a recent Newsmax interview, and as a veteran, I can tell you, he is speaking the truth. Our communities, our schools, our safety, they've been under siege, and it's time we talk about who's paying the price, and more importantly, who's responsible. Let's play that clip.
They've gone nuts, and the optics of it are just unbelievable. Sheldon Whitehouse is talking about seeking damages from the government for Abrego Garcia. He's talking about $1 million a day. He wants to fine the U.S. government for the deportation of an illegal alien who has been found in a couple different instances to be an MS-13 gang member. What on earth could possibly...
Where are the damages for Americans?
Exactly.
I don't know how much time I have here, but I mean, for the love of God, where are the damages for Americans? Where do I even begin? Where do I even start? We used to have a functioning public school system in this country. Then we had open borders. Now our schools are in chaos and disarray. We need hundreds of translators. Nobody's learning how to read or write. An entire generation of Americans, multiple generations, in fact, have been robbed of educational opportunities. Entire cities. Look at Los Angeles. Once a paradise of safety, security, and prosperity.
Guys, leave a comment down below. Is Stephen Miller onto something? The Democrat Party actually wants the American government, you the taxpayer, to pay this guy that was deported to El Salvador $1 million a day in damages. Now, we know his little club, his little group, Tren de Aragua, MS-13, they're making way much more money than that. That's a drop in the bucket on what they're importing in here, the vitamin F and all the other booger sugar. But this is the actual Democrat Party pandering for an illegal immigrant, an illegal migrant, an illegal alien, a criminal, a wife beater, to get $1 million a day in damages. Where were all the Democrats? Everything bad happened to Rachel Morin. Where were they at in North Carolina with the damages that we've seen there? Have you seen any Democrats travel to North Carolina to do any damn thing or to beg for help for anyone that's living in a tent right now?
Entire neighborhoods occupied and controlled by foreign gangs? Where do all the residents who've been displaced, who've been forced out of Los Angeles, where do they go to get their reparations? And then what about the victims of fentanyl poisoning brought in by Democrats' open border? Hundreds of thousands of moms and dads whose kids are dead and buried in the ground? Where do they go to get their reparations from the government? And then all the women who've been beaten, who've been murdered, all the dads and aren't home, all the police officers who've been slain by illegal aliens in ambush attacks in the line of duty. Where do any of these people go? Where do any of their families go to get reparations? Or the 500,000 children?
Everybody on the Democrat Party wants reparations, but they only want it for color. That's it. They only want it, I think, more importantly, to indirectly influence votes. That's what I believe the Democrat Party wants reparations for. But when it comes to actually helping the American people, Laken Riley's family will never see her again. Should they get some money? Rachel Morin's family will never see her again. She had 5 kids. They'll never see mom again. Should they get some money? You decide. Leave a comment.
That Joe Biden tricked across the southern border and put into the hands of unvetted so-called sponsors. Do you know how many stories I could tell you because of the policies of Joe Biden? There aren't enough volumes that could fit into a library to calculate the carnage that has been inflicted by the Democrat Party's policy of open borders. We can spend the rest of our lives trying to document those harms. Where does our whole country go to get repaid for all of the wealth, all of the prosperity and security that has been stolen from us by decades of uncontrolled illegal mass migration. Because we all deserve reparations for what has been stolen from us. It is a tragedy that defies our ability to even describe it.
What are your thoughts there laid out by Stephen Miller, Deputy White House Chief of Staff? Does he make a good case for the American people? Would that go to court for how much suffering, how much loss? Think about all the people that have lost jobs to cheaper illegal labor. Think about the truck drivers. Think about the carpenters. Think about, hell, what if you got a lawn care business? Think about that side of things. We all know how bad they are bringing in substances that hurt you. But what about the people that have lost out on opportunities given to illegal aliens? That's where it really damages the American people. That's where it damages the economy. I want to show you something here. It's called the MAGA Minute. And this is the rundown of what the Trump administration has accomplished over the last week. Did you see anything like this when President Biden was in office?
Hey everybody, as you can hear, we are warming up for the White House Easter egg roll, which will take place on Monday, but we did a lot this week, so let's go through it in the MAGA Minute. This week, a number of companies announced massive investments, with NVIDIA, Abbott Labs, and Honda among the list of companies investing billions of dollars in jobs right here in the United States. President Trump hosted President Bukele of El Salvador, Prime Minister Meloni of Italy, the 2024 NCAA football champions Ohio State University, and the U.S. Navy football team this week as well. And the border is still more secure than it has ever been, with Border Patrol recording its lowest southwest border crossings in history. The president took actions to lower prescription drug prices, prevent illegal aliens from obtaining your Social Security benefits, and removed burdensome regulations that were stifling the U.S. commercial fishing industry. Angel mom Patty Morin joined me from the podium to tell the story of her daughter's brutal hands of an illegal alien, while simultaneously calling out her senator who flew to El Salvador to retrieve an MS-13 gang member, wife-beater, and illegal alien. President Trump remains committed to putting the American people first, you and your family first, and we will never waver in that commitment.
Did you ever see that? Now, Joe Biden, on Easter Sunday just a couple of years ago, declared April is Transmission Mechanic Month. We're not going to see that anymore. No. We're seeing action. And you can see there some of the actions that occurred, not that they're taking, that occurred during the previous week. This is a clip going back about a month ago with Alina Habba, and she alluded to what was going to happen to Letitia James, and a lot of people didn't pay attention to her when she said this.
But, I hope she took a little piece of humble pie today, because that's what was served to her. Just a little, but we'll be serving a lot more of that in the next couple of years.
Do you like that? Alina Habba dropping the hammer on Letitia James, forecasting, almost telegraphing the move that just happened. The clip I'm about to show you is of Sheriff Grady Jud in Polk County, Florida. And I want you to see what he is doing to get rid of Tren de Aragua and get rid of the MS-13 gangbangers. They all act so tough, but I don't think they're that tough in this clip.
So I want to share something with you. I want to share, Ramon Luna, you see some of them are smiling here, but I want to focus another picture of Ramon Luna.
Oh, he looks upset.
You see, it's not such a happy time. Life as he knew it is over.
Little crybaby here, MS-13, Tren de Aragua. Looks like he's crying. What's going on here? Why is this guy upset? I thought they're tough guys.
Is he crying because he can't steal from Americans anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Is he crying because he can't rob people in the middle of the night anymore? Mm-hmm. Is he crying because he can't rip off high-end liquor?
Oh.
This is the end of the road for him and his companions. I hope he has his traveling clothes on. Ooh. Because we want to charge them with racketeering and send them to state prison for a very long time, and then deport them.
You got to love that face. charge them with racketeering, and then deport them. The Democrat Party is on the rocks. And the more that we highlight what they do and who they care about is the bigger opportunity for us to show the rest of America exactly how bad they are and how much they don't care. I'm the Vet Biker. You guys hit the like and subscribe button. Thumbs up on your way out. If you would like to see how the Supreme Court is trying to prevent Donald Trump from making America great again, you need to go check out this video next. I'll see you on the road. Happy Easter. God bless America. And he is risen.